In this video, I'm going to talk about placement bid adjustments. So placement by bid adjustments is something where we have three different placements on Amazon: top of search, first page, product pages or detail pages, and rest of search. Those are the three placements that we have data on, that Amazon will give us data. So basically, Amazon will say, when you showed up at the top of the search, first page, this was your results. This was your ACoS. This was your ROAS. This is how much spend. This was your click-through rate. Same with the product detail pages and same with the rest of the search. Obviously, with the rest of the search, we can't do anything with the data because it could be anything from middle of page 1 all the way to page 100. But with top of the search, first page, or product detail pages, Amazon gives us a chance to show up more for those positions. And we can create a bid by placement adjustment, meaning if you have a dollar bid and you say, I'm willing to spend up to 50% more or 100% more or 900% more, you can go up to 900%. I want to show up for that position. So I'm willing to bid $1. However, if I can show up for the top of the search, I'm willing to bid $1.50 or $2. Now, we make those decisions based on we've seen success in the past. So if we look at the placement reports and we see that certain campaigns have performed better at the top of the search, first page, we want to spend more there. I don't want to spend more on the rest of the search because the data doesn't back it up. But at the top of the search, the data backs up that I get a better click-through rate and a better return on ad spend and a lower ACoS. And so that's why I want to spend that more money. So I'm going to show you how to do this right in Campaign Manager. So we're here, we're back in Campaign Manager. We're in the main tab. I'm going to click on any one of my campaigns. So let's click on this one. And as it opens up, right on the left here, you see the placement tab. So I'm going to click on the placement tab. Now, these are the three placements I'm talking about: top of search, first page, product pages, rest of search. And here are the bid adjustments that I can make. Now, you can see I can only do it for top of the search and product pages. If product pages has a lot more sales, then if you think about it, you're going to make a lot more profit. $838 in sales at a 30% ACoS versus $55 and 20% ACoS. Because this is going to make you what? Let's say $20 in profit. This can make you $400 in profit, even if the ACoS is a little bit higher. So that's kind of what you have to take into account. And now in this case, since the sales are really good, ROAS and ACoS are pretty decent. If I don't like this, if I think this is a little bit too high, I can always cut this down and make it 125%. And what this is going to do is, now instead of that dollar being $2.50, that dollar will be $2.25 or maybe just $2, something like that. But you get my point. Is basically instead of the bid being so high, it's going to get a little bit less. So this could also mean that we're not going to show up as often in the top of the search or in the product pages. But if we're trying to lower our ACoS, the goal here is to get a little bit more profitable. But again, you always have to weigh the trade-off between lower ACoS and more sales. And this is a clear as day example of we have more sales, higher ACoS, less sales, lower ACoS. So if you were me, which one would you choose? Probably this one, right? Because it's generating a lot more sales. Now, let's go do a couple other ones. Let's go back to the campaigns. And I'm going to choose another campaign at random, right? These are all sorted by sales. So the higher the sales, the better. So let's just pick this one. I'm going to open it in a new tab. Again, click on the placements, go here, and again, here are the two positions, top of the search or product pages. I notice here at the top of the search, I'm spending money and I'm not generating sales. So what I'm going to do is cut this off, right? And this is something that you should also be doing. Sometimes you get data and the data says that it's profitable at that position. At the top of the search, it's profitable. You should spend more money. And then you decide to do 50%, 100% bid by placement adjustment. And then what happens is it becomes not profitable. So don't hesitate to pull that number back. If one point it was profitable, now it's not profitable anymore, you need to correct based on the data. And so you're just going to cut that down. But here I'm seeing a 55% ACoS, product pages 130%. So this might be a little bit high. So what I'm going to do is go back to 90. To summarize, there's mainly two situations that are happening. The first one is you go in, you look at the top of the search, first page, you look at the product pages, and you realize that they have a really good ACoS. So you decide to increase the bid by placement to allow Amazon to show you more for those placements. The second situation is you go in and you find that you had a bid by placement. However, the data says that the ACoS is too high. It's no longer profitable. So you scale that number down. There's no point in spending money in a place where you're not profitable. So maybe the data showed that you were profitable in the past. You add that bid by placement, it's no longer profitable. Scale it down, don't hesitate, because you don't want to keep spending money if it's not being profitable.